everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Regularjosh1. Spies in disguise. Goodness, I was meaning to make a video about this a long time ago. Why? Well, I was gonna go on this whole spiel about how dumb this movie looks and how it seemed like a lot of movies that come out near the end of the year or the beginning of the year seem to be just, well, bad. Initially, when I started seeing commercials for this movie, my brain kinda instantly went to Norm of the North. Right from the get-go, that movie just looked awful, and I was shocked at how bad the animation was and the fact that it was going to the movie theaters with that kind of quality? Come on. Also, can someone please tell me why a movie like Norm of the North was able to squeeze out 2 more movies? This movie also reminded me of The Nut Job, another bad animated movie that came out in January with animation that was not terrible, but still I felt wasn't good enough to be shown in the theaters. So with these 2 movies in mind, I thought that was what Spies in Disguise was going to be. And yes, I know multiple times on this channel I talk about how I can't fully judge a movie without seeing it, and I still stand by that. However, I couldn't help but feel that this movie just looked incredibly stupid. I mean, have you seen the marketing for this movie? Now, eventually when the movie came out, it actually got some decent reviews from critics. It was quite surprising to me. So much so that I actually began to get a little curious and kinda wanted to see it. After watching the Sonic movie and really enjoying that one, I kinda wanted to check out another film. So, seeing as how this movie was being released last week, I decided, why not? Also, with a big recommendation from my editor Alex, I had to check out this movie. So, that's exactly what I did, and I'm not gonna lie, this movie was pretty amazing. Good God, did the marketing team not do this movie justice. I'll get to that in a second, but let's go over what the movie is about. And of course, I will not be hitting any spoilers in this video. Walter, who accompanies a big-time agent Lance through his mission, is an inventor who wants to change the world for the better. He wants to make spy gear that stops the bad guys but doesn't harm them. While Lance is framed for stealing a drone, he is now trying to be taken down for crimes he didn't commit. He goes to Walter, wanting his disappear serum so that he can continue his mission. Instead, he gets turned into a pigeon. Now being stuck in this form, he has to now stop the evil Killian from gathering an important database while also learning how to still be a great spy while also being a pigeon. First of all, I would like to point out that the intro for this movie, phenomenal. It was kind of in the style of a James Bond intro in a way. It was pretty cool. Plus, it kind of set the tone for what the movie was going to be. Also, listen to Freak of Nature by Mark Ronson. That's the song that they use in the intro. It's great. Second, I don't know if it's just me, but this Lance character kinda looks like Will Smith. Am I the only one who sees that? Like, is it in the contract that whatever animated character he plays, it has to look like him? Nevertheless, Will Smith is really good in this role. It's a certain charm that he has that makes this all work. It's just perfect. Also, Tom Holland does a pretty good job of playing Walter. He certainly gives off this odd, quirky, and somewhat eccentric vibe to his character. The dynamic between the two really works. Here you got this cocky spy guy who wants to do things his way and also has some sort of swagger to him. And on the other hand, you have this guy who kind of is an outcast who wants to change the world through his non-lethal inventions. In all reality, these two are complete opposites, but they still are able to make a really good team and still be able to learn from each other. Honestly, there's a lot that I would like to talk about when it comes to these two, and I could tell you why Walter wants to change the world and be able to save people differently, but again, I don't really want to spoil much. You guys have to see it for yourself. If there's anything that I can say, is that this movie is definitely a lot of fun. From the animation, to the voice acting, to the comedy, the action's pretty good too. I wasn't so sure how the movie was gonna be when Lance turned into a pigeon. I thought it was gonna become pretty awkward and kind of kiddie of a movie, if that makes any sense. But I'm very glad it didn't. They managed to make it work. Now, this movie didn't do the greatest at the box office, but they still managed to make their money back and then some. But in my personal opinion, this is largely in part to just how bad the marketing was for this movie. When I saw the commercials for this film, not only did I think it looked bad, but I thought it was gonna have that typical kid humor. You know, clearly trying too hard to get a laugh out of the kids, some potty humor, all that kind of stuff. thought the comedy was going to be pretty subpar. But no! The comedy was hilarious in this movie! I mean, there were literally some moments where I just could not help but burst out in laughter uncontrollably. It was insane. Now, yeah, there were some jokes that didn't really hit the mark for me, but when they worked, they really, really worked. And part of that definitely has to go to Will Smith and his delivery. Again, he's perfect for the role. Everything I thought I was going to get from the promos of this movie was completely different from what I got, and exceeded my expectations because of that. If they changed the marketing for the movie, it probably would have done better at the box office. It's such a shame because this was a really good movie. It deserves a whole lot more than what it got. Again, this is coming from someone who originally thought this was going to be a bad movie. I had a lot of fun seeing this, and I'm really glad I made the decision to watch it. If you guys haven't already, I highly recommend checking this movie out. You will not be disappointed. Now, if you have seen this movie already, tell me what you thought about it in the comment section down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and hit the bell to get notifications. Also, if there's any animated movies that you would like to see me review, let me know in the comments down below. I might start doing some more movie reviews. Not a promise, but it might happen. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys all had a good day, and remember, you're hearing it from a regular bunny in a regular world. See you next time.